Have you ever noticed how two people can live in the same world but see completely different realities? One walks through life seeing opportunity everywhere, strangers who smile, possibilities at every turn, reasons to believe life is on their side. The other sees only problems, obstacles, people out to get them, proof that life is unfair. Same world, different lens. It's not luck, it's not coincidence, it's psychology. The world you see isn't the world as it is. It's the world as your mind allows you to see. This is what I call the mirror of reality, the silent filter through which your beliefs project the movie of your life. From the moment you wake up, your brain is bombarded with more than 11 million bits of sensory information per second. You can only consciously process around 40 of them. That means your mind must choose every single second what to let in and what to block out. That choice isn't random. It's guided by a small, powerful part of your brain called the Reticular Activating System, the RAS. It sits at the base of your brainstem, acting like a gatekeeper for attention. Whatever the RAS thinks is important, it highlights. Everything else fades into the background. And what tells it what's important? Your beliefs. If you believe you're unlucky, your RAS will highlight evidence that proves it. Missed calls, bad timing, someone ignoring your message. If you believe you're confident, your RAS will feed you cues that reinforce that identity. A compliment you might have missed, a moment of success, a task you completed easily. The mind isn't neutral, it's loyal. It serves the story you keep telling it, even if that story is destroying you. Think about the last time you bought a new car or a new phone. Suddenly you start seeing that same model everywhere. It's not that everyone suddenly bought the same thing, it's that your RAS marked it as relevant. Now imagine that same process happening with your self-image, your fears, your goals. Believe you're a failure, and you'll start noticing every small mistake. Believe you're resilient, and you'll spot every comeback. Your brain doesn't care what's true. It cares what's consistent with your dominant thoughts. This is where cognitive bias steps in, the invisible puppeteer of perception. Confirmation bias, especially, keeps you trapped inside your own beliefs. Once your mind adopts a story, it filters reality to confirm it. That's why people with low self-worth tend to attract experiences that reinforce their pain. They're unconsciously editing out anything that contradicts the identity of not enough. It's also why highly optimistic people keep finding opportunities. They're literally scanning for them while everyone else is blind. So here's the uncomfortable truth. Your external reality is often an internal echo. You're not seeing the world as it is. You're seeing the world through the reflection of your belief system. The RAS, cognitive biases, and emotional memory networks all combine to create what psychologists call a self-reinforcing feedback loop. Beliefs shape perception. Perception shapes experience. Experience reinforces belief. And the cycle keeps spinning until you consciously interrupt it. The good news is you can reprogram the mirror. The process begins with awareness, learning to catch your brain in the act of editing reality. Start small. The next time you think, "Nothing ever works out for me," stop. Ask yourself, is that a fact or just a filter? Your brain loves efficiency, not accuracy. It would rather keep you safe in a predictable story than risk uncertainty by updating it. But that's how transformation happens, by deliberately feeding your RAS a new narrative until it can no longer ignore it. Here's a powerful technique. Define your belief identity statement. Instead of saying, "I want to be confident," tell your brain, "I am someone who handles challenges calmly." Instead of, "I want to be successful," say, "I notice evidence every day that I'm becoming more capable." It might sound like empty words at first, but here's the trick. The RAS doesn't respond to what's real. It responds to what's repeated. Feed it long enough, and it begins to highlight experiences that align with your statement. Suddenly, you start noticing opportunities, resources, people, and moments that were always there. You were just too blind to see them before. Psychologists have found that visualization and affirmations work not because of magic, but because of selective attention. When you vividly imagine yourself succeeding, your RAS starts filtering reality through that mental image. It primes your neural pathways to recognize real-life situations that align with that image. In other words, You start noticing what your future self would notice. That's not delusion. That's cognitive direction. But there's a catch. The mirror of reality doesn't change instantly. Old beliefs fight back. They'll whisper doubts, trigger resistance, and pull you toward the comfort of your old identity. Your job isn't to argue with those voices, it's to outlast them. Every time you choose the new lens instead of the old one, you weaken the neural connection that held your past identity together. Neuroscientists call this process synaptic pruning. The brain literally deletes connections that are no longer used. You're not faking it till you make it. You're rewiring till it's real. Here's something fascinating. Your beliefs don't just shape what you see, they influence how others see you. Humans are emotional mirrors. Through subtle cues, tone, posture, micro-expressions, you broadcast your self-perception to others, and they respond accordingly. Believe you're unworthy, and people subconsciously pick up on it. Believe you're magnetic, and they feel it too. The mirror of reality doesn't end in your skull. It ripples outward through every interaction. Now think about how this plays out in your goals. Let's say you believe deep down that success is for other people. No matter how hard you work, your RAS will keep scanning for proof that reinforces that limitation. You'll miss chances, self-sabotage, or interpret neutral feedback as rejection. But if you adopt the identity that success is simply a skill you're learning, your brain starts looking for lessons instead of losses. The same event, the same world, two different realities. The mirror becomes dangerous when left unchecked. If you keep telling yourself stories of pain, victimhood, or scarcity, your mind begins to project those stories onto every situation. You stop seeing what's real and start living in a hallucination made of your own doubts. This is why personal growth isn't just about setting goals, it's about updating your mental operating system. Until you do, every new strategy gets filtered through the old belief lens, and the results stay the same. So how do you fix the mirror? First, expose it. Write down your dominant beliefs about yourself, others, and life. Don't censor. Let the raw truth spill out. Then, for each belief, ask, does this empower me or limit me? If it limits you, challenge it with evidence. Your brain respects data. Gather proof that the opposite could also be true. If you believe people can't be trusted, start noticing moments when someone showed kindness. If you believe I'm not creative, start collecting examples of times you solved problems in unique ways. Slowly, you're training your RAS to admit new data into your awareness. Second, visualize deliberately. Don't just see your future self. Feel as if you're already living that life. When emotion meets imagination, your brain releases the same neural patterns as real experience. That's why elite athletes, Navy SEALs, and top performers rehearse success mentally. It's neurological conditioning, not daydreaming. The RAS then starts aligning external perception to match that internal vision. And third, use language as a reprogramming tool. Every word you say is a command to your subconscious. Say, I always mess up, and your RAS highlights every mistake. Say, I'm learning to handle challenges better, and it starts scanning for evidence of growth. You're not lying, you're choosing which version of yourself to feed. Over time, as your beliefs evolve, the mirror clears. You begin to experience what feels like luck or synchronicity. But it's not luck, it's alignment. The world didn't change, your lens did. The same city, the same job, the same people suddenly look different because your brain is filtering through a higher level story. The ultimate truth is this: reality is not a fixed picture hanging on the wall. It's a mirror that bends to the shape of your inner world. If you want a better external life, you must first upgrade the beliefs inside your mind. Change the lens, and the world will reflect it back to you. Because your brain doesn't just see reality, it creates it. So the next time you catch yourself saying, that's just how life is, pause. Ask yourself, is it? Or is that just how I believe it to be? Because the world you're living in right now is not absolute. It's a reflection. The mirror of reality is waiting. The question is, will you keep staring at the old reflection, or will you dare to create a new one?